So it's Sunday night. It's about 8:07 p.m. and I am working on a dress for my mom and dad's pastor and wife anniversary. I started working on this dress at about 2 o'clock. Took a break to cook. I took some breaks in between to cook, put dinner on when my husband got home. I also did stop to eat. I think when I started eating, it was about 7. So 5 hours, and I haven't started sewing yet. So what I've done, my daughter also wants a dress made out of the same pattern, and I'm using Simplicity I believe it's S7315. And she wants a dress made out of that as well. So since I needed to use multiple sizes, I went ahead and traced the pattern pieces, and I've been cutting out the fabric for my dress. It does have a lining for the bodice as well as a 16-inch zipper. Most of the dress is cut on a cross grain, which was great because otherwise my fabric would not have been wide enough. And all of this time has been prep work. So I did take out the time to iron all my fabric first. I ironed the first half just to get the first pieces cut. Then I brought it back to the ironing board to finish. I have cut out most of the pattern pieces, which are here. Still have this pattern piece to cut the lining from. I haven't even cut the fabric for this piece yet. So I need to do the fabric and the lining for this piece. And then I'll be done with all of those pieces. I also need to cut this weird piece here. So I'm really hoping I have enough fabric left. That's how this looks. And what I did go ahead and do for the main bodice, I've already marked my darts and pinned those. I've actually started using the water soluble markers because when I used the heat ones, the heat erasable ones, if I don't sew within the same night, my darts and my markings disappear. So I use this pink Singer marker. I ordered these from Amazon a little while ago and I've never used them. So it does leave a pretty dark mark, which is okay with me. I just hope that it comes out with the water like it should. My husband is currently out in his man cave watching the football game. So I have a little time to myself. Let's see how much I can get done before the night is over. I'll check back in. See you in a minute. So it is day 1, Sunday night at 9:47 p.m. I still have one pattern piece to cut, and that's that weird one. I'm going to have to use a different fabric because I ran out of fabric, out of the main fabric. I'll show you what that pattern piece looks like. This half rectangle piece. Here's what I still have left to cut. I'll start on that tomorrow. So it's day 2 and I still have this weird pattern piece here to cut out that I showed you all. And I really don't, I'm sorry, my heater is blowing the paper around. But I really don't have any fabric that I want to cut into just for that piece because as you can see, it's L-shaped and it's supposed to be cut on a fold, which means it's going to leave me a triangular chunk of fabric left over after I cut that out, and I don't want that. So I think I'll just cut that out of some muslin because this piece is the lower back band. I think it's probably gonna act like a facing or something like that, so it won't be seen. So I think I'm just gonna cut out some muslin for this piece. I'm gonna get those darts together and we're gonna get on this dress. Hopefully I can have my dress completed by Wednesday. Hopefully sooner, but we'll see. I found this piece of muslin here. Almost perfect, except this part doesn't fit. So still on the hunt. Just FYI, I decided I'm not doing that band.
This pattern piece is actually supposed to be attached to the bottom edge of the skirt and not a facing as I previously thought. I'm making the shorter view of this dress view C, and that extra band would make it even longer on me. So eliminating this piece was fine because otherwise the dress would drag the floor.
So there's 8 darts to be stitched. So let's get stitching. So there's 2 darts on the front bodice at the bust. Then there's 1 dart on both back pieces. And you have lining as well. So that's 8 darts in total that we have to sew up.
I ran out of bobbin while sewing. Don't you just hate that? I completed the bodice and pressed my darts towards the back, then folded the seam allowance of the lining edge up and pressed. I need a new ironing board cover, so if you know of a good pattern for one, drop it in the comments below, please. The bodice and lining have been sewn together and armholes basted together as well.
It is Thursday night at 10:17 p.m. Just made it home from my hair appointment and showered. I managed to get the skirt attached to the bodice before I left. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and work on that zipper. Maybe go ahead and finish it off. So tomorrow I only have to worry about my daughter's dress. Hers is a knit fabric, so it should be so much more easier to put together and faster because I can just sew it all on my serger, and I've already done it, so I remember all the steps. Yeah, but let me go see what I can finish, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Bye.
I ran into some fit issues. The bra I had on combined with this fabric made me look a little flat up top. And there was a tidbit of extra fabric in the bodice, hence the puckering in the back. I switched bras in hopes it would help me out in the front. It did, but now it's showing in the back. Since this is for church, I switched back to the original bra that I had on. I took up approximately 3 inches at each shoulder, and like magic, everything fit perfect. I should have cut off the excess at the end of the zipper, but didn't. I didn't follow the instructions when it came to installing the zipper, but it's in there. The hook and eye tripped me up a bit. I reinstalled it twice because it didn't look right. Still don't think it's quite right, and I'll probably go in and fix it later. My hair helped to cover up the flaws, and I wore the dress with total confidence. I didn't get around to my daughter's dress, but will pretty soon.